Should I do it?
Do not come.
I'm gonna do it.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am finally back. In today's episode, Trump attacks Trudeau on a stream and accuses him of being the son of Fidel Castro. We have Botgate absolutely blowing up here in Canada, where bots have been found on Trudeau's comment section and now Pierre Poilievre's. Also tonight, Pierre Poilievre comes out and opposes the trans madness that has now taken over Canada, and Kamala's VP pick is the biggest, wokest joke I've ever seen. You won't want to miss tonight's story. Stick around. Before we start tonight's report, just a quick reminder. Are you fed up of the bias of the mainstream media? Are you looking for actual real news? Well, if you are, smash subscribe on my channel because I'm going to show you the news the mainstream media won't. Welcome to your Tuesday report. We got a lot to talk about here in this episode, but we're going to start off today's show by covering what's going on down in America. Now, tonight's first story is going to be about the Trump stream with Adin Ross, and in this Trump stream, he attacks Trudeau in an epic manner. But first, let me show you what this stream looked like. Can you guys hear that in the background? Trump came out to Many Men by 50 Cent with Adin Ross here. Absolutely awesome. Now, people need to realize that these streamers are bigger than movie stars, bigger than rappers, bigger than athletes. And if you don't believe me, Adin Ross gets paid $40 million a year just to stream. They are absolutely massive celebrities. Now, this stream was truly a vibe, but some on the left were not appreciating it, like none other than the soy king himself, Harry Sisson, who calls this cringe. Yes, they did the Trump dance, okay? Deal with it. And quite honestly, that dance moment truly did give us the GIF of the year. Just look at this. This is absolutely hilarious. Now, this whole live stream was absolute gold. Go watch the replay on Adin Ross's channel on YouTube. This was so funny. But one of the moments that particularly stuck out for me was when Trump took a shot at Trudeau during the live stream. Watch.
Yeah. He's turned very liberal, actually. They say he's the son of Fidel Castro, and could be. I mean, anything's possible in this world, you know? You're going to learn as you get older.
Wow. Play that again.
He's turned very liberal, actually. They say he's the son of Fidel Castro, and could be. I mean, anything's possible in this world, you know?
Could be.
You're going to learn as you get older. You've seen a lot already for your age. Per age, I would say. Per year spent, you've seen as much as anybody. But Justin Trudeau is, I get along with him very well, actually. But he seems to be going very progressive, and the people of Canada are not liking it. I mean, if they had a good conservative person, which maybe they do, maybe they don't, I don't know. But somebody that's a strong conservative would win in Canada. Canada is very unhappy about the way they've been treated as people.
Does Trump not know about Pierre Poilievre? I think he has no clue who Pierre is. Damn.
Which maybe they do, maybe they don't, I don't know. But somebody that's a strong conservative would win in Canada. Canada is very unhappy about the way they've been treated as people. But I got along with them well.
Interesting. I mean, Trump may be onto something with this whole Trudeau-Castro connection here. I mean, just look at the pictures on the screen right here. I mean, they are dead ringers. Justin doesn't look at all like his father. He looks like Fidel Castro. Now, I'm kind of shocked that Trump doesn't know who Pierre is yet, but he's going to find out because Pierre is the future of Canada, a conservative leader who just keeps piling up the wins, and last week was absolutely no different. Pierre Poilievre's latest win here came last Friday when he tweeted this out here saying, "It's time Canadian medical leaders stood up to gender medicine." Damn! Yes, Pierre Poilievre is finally saying it. No more puberty blockers for kids. No more mutilation. This is all over when Pierre Poilievre gets into office. So yes, it's over for the trans lunatics here in Canada. And it's also over for men playing in women's sports because Pierre Poilievre came out against that as well. Watch.
For example, we need to have women's sports that are reserved for women because of the biological differences that men and women have. If we didn't have those biological differences, well, then we wouldn't have separate sporting competitions. We'd just put everyone together. But because the men have certain physical advantages, we have separate leagues, and therefore it's common sense, of course, that you would have women's sports reserved exclusively for women. And that's the approach that I take, and I think it's common sense.
So yes, folks, we're heading back towards common sense here in Canada under Pierre Poilievre, and the left are not taking this very well. They're now frantically losing their minds over bots appearing in Pierre's comments section this weekend. Now, over the weekend, the left were absolutely losing their minds over bots that appeared underneath some of Pierre Poilievre's posts. Now, we'll go take a look at some of these comments and dissect everything, because guess what? Trudeau's been using bots for years. It all started with this tweet here from Charlie Angus saying, "This would be funny if it wasn't so serious. The Poilievre campaign in Northern Ontario raises serious questions about the offshore bot farms to interfere in Canadian politics." With this message reading, "Just had to brave the cold to attend Pierre Poilievre's rally in Kirkland Lake, and wow, the energy was electric. It's clear Northerners are hungry for change. At Pierre Poilievre." Okay, that's the tweet that made the left melt down. Now, there was something pretty weird about these bots that went under Pierre Poilievre's comment section, because they did all repeat the same line about Kirkland Lake, but look at this. We went and investigated some of their walls, and this is what they had to say. "Just spent the weekend hiking and was struck by the devastating impact of global warming on our natural wonders. Rising temps are melting glaciers, destroying habits and altering ecosystems. We must take action now to reduce our carbon footprint." Okay, so they go from Pierre Poilievre to climate change. Okay, keep going. There's more bots. Same thing here. Just had to, they posted the Kirkland Lake line, but look at this. "Just had to cancel my summer beach trip due to heat wave. Can't help but think about the polar bears who've lost their homes to melting ice. It's time to take action against global warming, sustainability, blah, blah, blah." So they go from talking about how awesome Pierre's rally was to being climate change shills, but it keeps going on. Look at this. Another one from Manda. Okay, same thing at the top. Kirkland Lake. "I still remember when I was a kid, winters were cold and snowy. Now I'm lucky to see a few flurries. It's heartbreaking to see our planet suffer from global warming. Let's make a change, reduce our carbon footprint, and save our future." So they go from Pierre Poilievre rallies to this, but it keeps going. We have more from Latrice here with the Kirkland Lake line, but right under, "I still remember the summer I spent at my grandma's beach house playing in the waves till sunset. Now I worry my kids won't experience the same joy due to rising sea levels and extreme weather events. Let's act on climate now." Yes, this is it. Now, if you look at some of these accounts, their last two tweets were about climate change and Pierre Poilievre rally. It's really weird. Climate change, Pierre Poilievre rally. They're definitely not real. Now, of course, the clown Dean Blundell was first to jump on this story, calling Pierre Poilievre a fraud. And his support is fraudulent as well, saying he's a living, breathing psyop. Now stick with me here because this story gets even crazier. We have Liberal MPs now who are coming out and attacking Pierre Poilievre on this, citing Press Progress as their source, Luc Lebrun, total geek. But yes, Mark is quote tweeting Luc Lebrun. MP Ryan Turnbull is quote tweeting Luc Lebrun. And Adam the kayak guy is quote tweeting him as well, saying it smells fishy. Okay, so now all of a sudden they care about bots. They want an investigation because of potential foreign interference. But here's where they're going to get a reality check. Justin Trudeau has been using bots for years. I reported on this last year. Look. Last November, I put this tweet out saying Justin Trudeau's comment section is filled with bot replies praising him. How much did this cost taxpayers? Why did they not care about this last year when my tweet was making the rounds? But now they care because there's bots underneath Pierre's comment section? Look at the date here, November 7th, 2023. So yes, I've been reporting on this for a very long time, but leftists have the audacity to come out and say, I don't see any media reporting on Pierre Poilievre's bot farms. If Justin Trudeau was found to have a bot farm, how long would the news cycle be? The Canadian media is pure garbage. I mean, he's partially right. Nobody reported on Justin Trudeau's bot farms, but guess who did? Me. I reported on it. Also, shout out to Ryan Garrettson, who was calling this out last Halloween, October 31st, 2023. We've been calling this out for a while. Look, this goes back all the way to last year. Look at this. Honest Canadian here. Justin is really not that bad. We need to stop hating his work and start loving it. Our egos are getting in over our heads. Trust the process. We can do this, guys. Look how many times this gets repeated here. All repeating the exact same line. This is absurd. Or look at this example here of the liberal bots. Look at this. I speak for all Canadians when I say you're the best PM of all time. Just spamming these replies. God damn. So yes, they're just spamming, okay? Every single day. Spamming Trudeau's comment section. And they're coming in as like these verified fake soccer accounts. Doesn't make much sense. They seem to be related to professional soccer players, maybe to get more likes, more engagement. They all seem to be verified. Oh, look at this. When Elon Musk was getting himself in controversy, these bots are all attacking Elon Musk as well. They're praising Trudeau and they're attacking Elon Musk. Look at that. My gosh. I'll be leaving Twitter because of Elon Musk. I'll be leaving Twitter tonight thanks to Elon Musk. Is this sketch, guys? I mean, there's obviously bot farms on Twitter X. There's no doubt. Look at this. They all come in with the same strategy, the same lines. Everybody stands with Trudeau, the greatest president ever. Oh, that's funny, man. Oh, man. What does it say here? Justin Trudeau needs to rewrite the Constitution and eliminate the Second Amendment. What? Makes no sense. Brought to you by the Liberal Party. Yes, the bots have been around forever. Just look, these liberal bots are absolutely everywhere, saying the exact same comment. But now the left is finally noticing it. Good. Now, hopefully that this is starting to get exposed on both sides. We can finally get down to the bottom of this and figure out who's doing this. And, well, more importantly, who's paying for these bots? Because if it's coming out of my tax dollars, I want to know. At the end of the day, there's definitely bots on X who praise Justin Trudeau, who praise Pierre Poilievre's rally, who all attack Elon Musk simultaneously, and all talk about how their summers are ruined due to climate change. Something definitely is weird, and I hope some real journalists dig in a little deeper because there's something definitely sketch. In our next story of the night, our dummy prime minister is making the news again from a clip from last summer. Yes, Trudeau does it again here. He made it on to End Wokeness page for saying happy pride to a literal baby. WTF? What a weirdo. Who says happy pride to a baby? Oh man, will this nightmare ever end? It's truly a nightmare up here in Canada with wokeness, but down in the States, you guys may actually have your first woke leader, like your own version of Justin Trudeau, and her name is Kamala Harris. This latest clip of Kamala is the craziest thing I've ever heard. It's literally female Trudeau, okay? Listen to this.
You know, we have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. and
No.
you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah.
What? This is nightmare fuel.
You know, we have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke.
No, we don't. No.
And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah.
So yes, Kamala is so dumb that she's still doubling down on wokeness when it's clearly a losing strategy. But guess what? She selected her VP pick today, and he's possibly even more woke than Kamala. This guy is absurd. His name is Tim Walz from, I believe, the governor from the state of Minnesota. Listen to his words.
But we can get out there, reach out, make the case. And for one thing, don't ever shy away from our progressive values. One person's socialism is another person's neighborliness.
Wow. And this Tim Walz guy is just as woke and as crazy as Justin Trudeau, because guess what? He has a nickname now called Tampon Tim, because Tim Walz put tampons in men's washrooms in all schools across Minnesota, including at elementary schools. Yes, he's the same as Justin Trudeau. Look at this here.
All right, ready. Whoa, wait a minute.
Tim Walz. Look at this. This is hilarious. A nice big tampon. Yes.
There, that's better.
And the more we're finding out about Tim Walz, the crazier this dude is. I mean, just look. This is Tim Walz's trusted advisor. Yes, this person was responsible for advising Tim Walz to put tampons in the men's washrooms. Absolute clown world. And here is lunatic Tim Walz during the Summer of Love in Minnesota, right after George Floyd passed. Listen to his words.
I just want to give a heartfelt thank you to a lot of people for the peace and the generosity, the kindness and the love that's been shown on our streets of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and across Minnesota over the last several days. And last evening was another example of that.
City's burning.
We saw peaceful protests.
Peaceful.
Across the city.
Peaceful. He calls this peaceful.
Across the city, we saw memorials continue to grow.
Oh, wow.
For George Floyd, down on 38th in Chicago.
Wow.
We saw beautiful interactions on the state capitol, where out of respect, the National Guard troops there,
everything's
told
burning.
the protesters out of respect they would go back away to the building and just take care of those vehicles that were out front, which of course they did. Not protesters at that point. Certainly neighbors and friends and agents of change.
Yes, let's praise the protesters as they are burning down your state. And here's Tim Walz at the memorial for George Floyd writing "Justice Now" on the ground. Look. The dude is totally woke. And here's what the state looked like after BLM was done destroying it. Oh my gosh. Does this not look like a war zone? Like maybe Fallujah in 2003 after the Americans came in? This is not the Middle East. This is America. This is what Minneapolis looked like after the riots, and they were all under Tim Walz's leadership. Ah, what a beautiful, beautiful town, thanks to the radical left. And this hypocrisy seems to be a pattern here on the left, because over in the UK right now, there's some massive, massive riots, and their leader, Keith Starmer, is basically saying the exact same things, praising George Floyd protests, but completely disavowing the latest round of riots in his country. Watch this. Two-tier Keir, as they call him.
Like you, I was shocked and angered at the killing of George Floyd and the response of President Trump and the US authorities to the peaceful protests, to people rightly demanding justice, has been an affront to humanity. The last week has shone a spotlight on the racism, discrimination and injustice experienced by those from black and minority ethnic communities in the US, in the UK and across the world.
Those that have participated in this violence will face the full force of the law.
This guy sounds exactly like Trudeau, for the record. This is like British Trudeau.
The police will be making arrests. Individuals will be held on remand. Charges will follow and convictions will follow. I guarantee you will regret taking part in this disorder, whether directly or those whipping up this action online and then running away themselves. This is not protest. It is organised, violent thuggery.
Insane. And in our last clip of the night here, over in the UK, regarding these current riots that have been going on for the last couple of days, now Keith Starmer, two-tier Keir, is now sending police to people's houses for things that they posted on Facebook. Look at this.
So,
What do you mean I can't have any alcohol?
okay, well, I'll tell you. Okay, the time's 20 to 3, 14:40. I'm arresting you on suspicion of improper use of the Electronic Communications Network. Under
What?
127 of the Communications Act, okay? So you do not have to say anything that may harm your defence if you don't mention one question, something which later are in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand that?
So I'm actually being
You're
arrested.
going to be arrested, okay?
Right,
Take you
and-
up to the police station.
Right.
Ask you, okay, this is in relation to some comments that you've made on a Facebook page.
He's being arrested for comments he made on a Facebook page.
Okay, this is in relation to some comments that you've made on a Facebook page. Okay.
Oh, really? Oh, it's a Facebook crime, is it?
Okay.
Right.
So we need to ask you some questions about that.
Right.
Have you got anything in your pockets,
I've got my keys. I got... No, that's about it, I think. Keys.
So, anyone who's been arrested, we can search them under Section 32 of the Peace and Commitment Act.
Right.
And that's for dangerous items.
You said I was going to be arrested under some what information? I'm going to be arrested for posting on Facebook.
Made some comments that are offensive, obscene, and people have made a complaint about that, and it's
And can you tell me what this comment was?
Okay, well, we'll do that when we interview.
All right. And so, what am I going to be locked up for the night, or?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
Right. Do I need to take my medications with me?
Yes, we will look at taking all of those.
When do you need to take them?
Well, I've got pain medications, I've got sleeping medication, I've got anxiety medications, which I might take one of those in a bit. Okay. You know.
Well, if we take everything with us, then you've got everything there, haven't you?
And then, we've got a nurse up there. They'll be able to. They'll be able to come and see you, and then once you've been there, they can assess whether or not medication can be issued. All right. So what we're going to do is, you want to pop yourself up. We're just going to search.
You need the glasses.
Yeah, search you.
To come with you.
My glasses.
Yeah. Do you want to take them with you?
Wow. So yes, folks, over in the UK, you can now be arrested for posts you made on Facebook. And we're now seeing this as well in Canada with cops showing up to people's doors based on online posts. So yeah, we are definitely heading down a very scary path. And if I was you guys, be careful with what you post online because the government might show up at your door. Anyways, guys, that's going to be a wrap here for today's show, but drop a comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought of tonight's stories. The bot farms. Are you guys surprised by this? Are you guys surprised to see bots on both sides? Who do you think is actually paying for these? Are they even being paid? Tell me in the comments down below. Also, Trump's comments on Trudeau being Castro's son. Do you think that's true? Or do you think, it doesn't make much sense? Tell me in the comments. If you guys want to support this channel, you already know what to do. Do all those things. $5 membership, Double P, hit us with the outro.
Hey, good to see you. Hey, keep up the great work.
Thank you, guys. You hear that?
Keep up the great work.
Keep up the great work.
Let's bring it home.
Let's bring it home.
Pleb.
The pleb. Woo! Yo, I just got a shout out from the next Prime Minister of Canada. Let's go.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.